Hello. He's tired.
No, I'm not.
He's tired. He
I'm
said he was
fine.
tired.
You don't have to tell the internet that I'm tired.
Well, I just wanted to
They don't need to know that.
They could know that.
They don't need to know it, though.
Well, but what's the okay, now we're already getting off topic and I haven't
What's the
even said
question?
the
The
question.
question is very serious.
The question is a serious question. How do you maintain a relationship with someone you love after they disappear during a traumatic time in your life? That's Hillary's question. So people go through some shit in life. You know, loved ones die, you have some terrible breakup, you go through a divorce, you miscarry, there are a million different scenarios that friends don't always know how to deal with. Now, obviously, I have no idea what the specifics of the situation are, but I know that I've thought about this a lot in terms of, when I have friends who are going through something that maybe I've never experienced directly. It's sort of hard because you don't want to say the wrong thing. You want to be helpful, but you don't want to get in their way. It can be tricky. And I'm starting to approach this question a little bit differently, but maybe we'll circle back around to what it actually is. But I know that say when my father died, that's, before he died and I had friends who, had loved ones die, I didn't know how to approach that. That kind of terrified me. I didn't know what to say, I didn't know what to do, I didn't know what would help, I didn't want to get in the way. But really, what I found going through that myself was that anything was good. Like I can't think of anybody who said the wrong thing or who did the wrong thing. It was just sort of showing up and being there. One friend, my friend Kristen, she sent a basket of candy. It was great. She just sent a basket of treats and it was really lovely. Because obviously she was thinking about us and now we had something good to eat. And that was really sweet. And people called or emailed or texted or, there was no wrong way to deal with it. It was just like, hey, I'm here for you. If you need anything, let me know.
Let me say something.
End of story. Yeah.
So, Maxine Hong Kingston, who's a fabulous author, once said that young people have an easier time. She's a writer, writing beginnings because they're younger and they don't have a grasp of endings. And I feel like as young people, relatively young, I suppose, we have a hard time dealing with tragedy in other people's lives because we're just not used to it. We don't know what the etiquette is. We just don't have practice. So I agree with you. Just do whatever. Just fumble along, show up, bring them candy.
You know what they like.
Yeah.
Offer to take them to a movie. Maybe they won't take you up on it, and that's the point at which you don't want to be offended or you don't want to feel rejected in any way for that because they're going through their own thing. But offer, and if for whatever reason that's what they need, they'll take you up on it and love you even more for it.
And if they're not ready, they're not ready.
And
exactly. Then show up again and don't take it personally. Just treat them like, I don't mean to treat them like they're sick, like they've got an illness themselves. And when they get better, they'll be able to be receptive. And if they're not better, they're not better. And that's not their fault and it's not anybody's fault. And take all of your own crap out of it and just go away and come back later.
And actually that gets to the point of her question, which is how do you maintain a relationship with someone you love after they do disappear during one of those traumatic times? I think here, empathy is, again, a really helpful one. It's very easy to be hurt if, someone doesn't show up for you when you need them. But if you do want to maintain a relationship with them, you have to sort of step into their shoes and see, maybe ask them what was going on or just sort of try to extrapolate like, hey, maybe they didn't know what to do. Maybe, they were going through something of their own while you were going through something of yours. And so you both needed to retreat to your separate corners to deal with it. But you do have to sort of find a way to be okay with the fact that they weren't there when you needed them to be. Because otherwise it'll sort of sit there like a little rock in the ball of your stomach and kind of affect your relationship moving forward.
I have nothing to add to that.
Okay.
That was very good.
Oh, good. Thank you. Yay. All right. I guess we're done.
All right, we're done.
Bye. He never